What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I'm Harry, and today we are making some homemade seasoned salt. That's right, today I'm gonna show y'all how to make a highly coveted and highly utilized Texas barbecue seasoned salt with just a handful of ingredients you might already have in your pantry. This recipe is easy, simple, and it's something that you can tailor to your own taste buds. Did we crack Texas barbecue's worst kept secret? We're gonna find out. Let's get it.
Harry the Horse Barbecue.
Over the last handful of years, there's been a number of Texas barbecue secrets that have surfaced and come to light. A few of them being beef tallow in wraps, different wrapping methods, different cook times, ramping up temperatures, and as of late, it's really been all about the seasoned salt. Barbecue joints like Goldee's BBQ, Redbird BBQ, and I'm sure a number of others have been using seasoned salt on their briskets to give a punch and pop of flavor, and it's one of the many reasons that make their briskets stand out. Now, it turns out you can make a pretty delicious seasoned salt at home with just a few ingredients. You probably have these ingredients in your pantry already, and if you don't, they're pretty widely available for most people to find in their grocery stores, a big box retailer, or even a restaurant supply store. Now, in order to make this seasoned salt lick, we gotta go analyze a few different seasoned salts on the market to see what the ingredients are all about. So let's go. So here I have a variety of seasoned salts that you can find on the market. Lawry's being probably the most popular and the most common. For a while, this was the big secret that came out, that joints were using Lawry's on their briskets, and everyone went nuts. This Goldee brand I found in my local grocery store, and it's a seasoned salt that looks very similar to Lawry's. Then we have the newest release, which is the Chuds Barbecue Secret Salt, which I've been really enjoying as of late. It's a great all-purpose seasoner, and it's made with kosher salt. Now, there are endless varieties of seasoned salts on the market. I know Fiesta brand Season It All is a big player in Texas barbecue joints. Bar A Barbecue uses that. I just could not find Fiesta brand at any store I went to, but seasoned salts are out there and they are actually all containing similar ingredients. So let's take a look. The Chuds Barbecue Secret Salt is obviously available at chudsbarbecue.com, and what sets it apart from normal seasoned salts is that it's made with kosher salt. As you can see the list of ingredients, the Chuds Barbecue Secret Salt contains salt, sugar, paprika, onion, turmeric, garlic, spices, and silicone dioxide. That list of ingredients is in order usually from largest quantities to smallest quantities. Let's take a look at some of the others. Here is the Lawry's seasoned salt. One key feature here, no MSG. Again, if we take a look at the ingredients on the Lawry's, we have salt, sugar, spices, which include paprika, turmeric, onion, and a bunch of other stuff that I don't plan on adding into my seasoned salt. But you could see that the initial list of the ingredients tends to be just about the same as the Chuds Barbecue Secret Salt. Last, we have the Goldee brand all-purpose seasoned salt that also claims to not contain any MSG. And if we take a look at the ingredients in this seasoned salt, it begins with salt and spices that include paprika, turmeric, sugar, and it seems that we're seeing similar ingredients in this Goldee seasoned salt compared to the Chuds Barbecue and the Lawry seasoned salts. So that was the initial process of how I started to break down my recipe for seasoned salt. I obviously got a few different brands, observed the ingredients, tasted them multiple times, and then developing a flavor profile that closely resembled what I liked about each of these different seasoned salts. Lawry's obviously has a very, very salty kick. I definitely wanted salt to be a forward note in the seasoned salt. This Goldee brand has a very salty punch as well, but it's a bit savory, which I actually really like. And my favorite of the three is the Chuds Barbecue Secret Salt. I love the kosher salt aspect of this, which is what I'm going with in my recipe. It's also got a wee bit more sweetness than these other two, which I wanted to make part of the major flavor profile for my seasoned salt. So, enter this. Seasoned salt lick. Not to be confused with the Salt Lick restaurant down in Texas, but let's take an in-depth look at what the seasoning looks like ahead of time, and then I'll show you the common spices you could use to make this at home. The color is one of the most important aspects of a seasoned salt. You really want to go after that orange color because it adds great color to your barbecue, and then you want all those supporting flavors to really add a punch to whatever you're using the seasoned salt on. Some big flakes of kosher salt, and I'll tell you guys one of my secret ingredients here in a second. Great color on this. I think it matches the color of Chuds Barbecue Secret Salt really well. The Chuds Barbecue Secret Salt has a bit of a brighter orange color than the Lawry's, which I actually really like. And when you smell it, it smells smells like that quintessential seasoned salt. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a really salty, savory kind of smell. So after playing around with some different ratios of different ingredients, I've developed this seasoned salt recipe. I thoroughly enjoy it. I've been using it on everything from burgers to fries to vegetables. It is outstanding, and I would love to actually get this packaged and bottled one day. But I wanted y'all to be the first to know so you can check out this recipe and let me know your feedback. I think this is gonna kick my barbecue up to the next level, and I'm super stoked. But enough horsing around, let me show you how I make this. So here we have all the ingredients to make our homemade seasoned salt lick. We're going down with a base of kosher salt, followed by some granulated sugar, some really good turmeric, paprika. You can go sweet or spicy if you want. Then some granulated garlic, granulated onion, some dry mustard or mustard powder, and some ground celery seed that I ground up with a mortar and pestle. So you can feel free to scale up these ingredients. You could double the recipe, triple the recipe, whatever you feel like, but this will make a small batch that you could utilize on pretty much anything. It's super versatile. So we're going in with a 1/4 cup of kosher salt. This is Diamond Crystal kosher salt. Going in with 3 tablespoons of sugar. It kind of sounds like a lot of sugar, but a little sweet note in the back end is actually really enjoyable. Next, going in with about 2.5 tablespoons of turmeric, about 2.5 tablespoons of paprika, and now some supporting flavors with a tablespoon of granulated garlic, a tablespoon of granulated onion, 1/2 tablespoon of ground mustard or mustard powder, and lastly 1 teaspoon of our ground celery seed. Now you just cap it and shake her up. And now sometimes the turmeric gets a little clumped up, so I just go in with my hands and kind of break things up a little bit. And there you have it, seasoned salt lick. This definitely gives off that seasoned salt smell, which is awesome. The color of this is looking great with all that turmeric and paprika. It's got a good punch of salt to start, a hint of sweetness in that background, but then a lot of good savory notes throughout. Yeah, I'm digging this recipe for sure. Now this seasoned salt has flavors that are adjusted to my taste buds and my flavor profile that I'm going after. Feel free to adjust, add, subtract, and make it the flavor profile that you're looking for. You know, you could add a little white pepper into this if you wanted to. You could start with a base of Lowry's, or you could start with a base of Chuds barbecue secret salt. The world of possibilities are endless, but just try to find the ratios that work for you. What I've been doing is if I want a little more color, I'll just keep adding turmeric until I get the color I like. I think this has a good orangish yellow color to it without it being overbearing. But one thing I think you should not skip on is that celery seed. It kind of adds that interesting sort of background note flavor, and it's my little secret ingredient that goes into this seasoned salt lick. Let me know your thoughts on this recipe in the comments below, and let me know if I should add or subtract anything else to this seasoned salt. Definitely try this out at home and let me know what you're putting it on. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos where I feature this seasoned salt lick. This seasoned salt lick's got me feeling kind of salty. So I'm gonna go sleep this one off and dream of a beautiful seasoned salt lick recipe. Here we go. Whoa, I'm feeling bloated in this dream. Cool. Yeah. They said Texas barbecue was really all about the secrets, but I just keep making recipes and y'all can keep it. I'm not in it for fame or riches, not trying to reap it, so I made the seasoned salt for barbecue, so come and keep it. Salt, sugar, paprika, turmeric, and throw them in. Garlic, onion, mustard, and celery seed, but just a pinch. Mix it all together, you got a barbecue seasoning. Hit that sub button and throw this rubby on anything. Thank y'all for tuning in to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Every subscription really helps me out. If you think we cracked the code of Texas barbecue's worst kept secret, make sure you hit that like button for this recipe. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts on this recipe, and let me know if you plan on using this and what you're gonna use it on. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we're posting new content, and you can follow me on Instagram at Harry the Horse Barbecue. Tag me so I can see what y'all are cooking because it really inspires me to get outside and cook. And with that being said, there's only one more thing, y'all. You heard this one straight from the horse's mouth. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace! I've got some experimenting to do.